वेलकम बैक गाइस, अमैश। तो आज बैनिशर घोस्ट ऑफ न्यू एडन को कंटिन्यू करते हैं। लास्ट एपिसोड में एक एंटिटी को हम सर्च कर रहे थे माइन के अंदर, और सर्च करते करते पता चला कि वो एक पपीटर के फॉर्म में बदल गई है और वो पपीटर डेबरा की भूत है। और डेबरा वो औरत है जिसे कैप्टन पेनिंगटन ने उस माइन के अंदर कैद कर रखा था। उसके बाद अपन लोग उस माइन से बाहर आए और कैप्टन पेनिंगटन को बैनिश किया। एंड उसके बाद फिर अपने शेल्टर में रेस्ट करने के बाद अपनी आँख यहाँ खुली है और यहाँ पे एंटिया को ढूंढना है। तो उसको सर्च करते हैं एंटिया कहाँ पर है। और इन दोनों के बीच फाइट भी हो गई है किसी बात पे। जो हम फैसले ले रहे हैं वो सही है या गलत है। यार इस साइड से नहीं चलेंगे, उस साइड से चलते हैं। एक बार देखता हूँ, क्या पता उधर भी लॉक्ड हो सब कुछ।
Antea?
ना
Please
इधर
tell
लॉक
me
नहीं
you're
है।
here.
इन दोनों के बीच फाइट हुई है उसी के लिए, जो क्योंकि काफ़ी सारे लोगों को मुझे मारना पड़ रहा है एंटिया को रिसरेक्ट करने के लिए। मुझे ये भी लग रहा है कि जो नाइटमेयर है शायद वो डेबरा
There
से ही
you
कुछ
are.
कनेक्ट है।
Ready to go?
I just got here. Can we talk? Why did you leave me alone?
You are not alone. Can we go now?
ओके, तो ढूंढना कहाँ पड़ा, ये तो यहीं खड़ी है। चलो मिशन परफॉर्म करते हैं। वॉइड ट्रैवलिंग इतना है।
How come it's not working?
Let's ask Seeker. This all has to end, and I'd rather it was sooner than later.
I am doing my best, my love.
सीकर को ढूंढना है। सीकर तो यहीं होगी। हाँ यहीं पर है।
There's a spectral web here, but it's new. It's stronger, but I think I can do it.
Oh, easy there.
This'll only take a moment.
भाई साहब, इसके तलवार को यूज किया उसने।
See?
Well, throwing my weapons through your will is a little unsettling.
जो नई एबिलिटी मिली
Spell isn't
उसके
working.
उससे हुआ
I
फ्यूजन।
think she's gone.
Antia is now able to channel her spectral power into red weapons. To use them, this also allow her to destroy stronger spectral webs.
The incarnate is hidden away here. Stains bar the path. Can't hide now.
Still no ghostly spectral spiders hiding away in there, no? Good.
Strange how I barely knew Ceridian, yet feel like I've lost someone deeply important.
यहाँ नहीं है यार।
Where are you? You wee wench.
कुछ लिखा होगा ना।
Why is there a letter from Deborah Comenius here?
And who's Grace? No way back to New Eden Town, and no Seeker either. Our only clue points to Kate Newsmith. Maybe she knows this Grace and where to find her.
गेट न्यूज़ में तो अच्छा मुझे लग ही रहा है ये डेबरा ही है ना, यही है शायद नाइटमेयर
Manual on how to hide from men.
या फिर उससे
Wish
कनेक्ट
I
होगी।
had one.
How can she find anything in this mess?
We're wasting time. Let's go.
Pick a drawing of different plants in a detailed and scientific way.
She draws well.
Well, can we draw this to a close? We need to talk to Kate.
तो उसके बाद ही चलते हैं केट्स न्यू स्मिथ के पास। build the fusion gauge with anti-press control. And
Shall we dance then? I can help. If the spirit chases were working, we wouldn't have specters. I'd stay to figure it out, but we need to see Kate.
अपग्रेड के लिए क्या है? अच्छा ये है अपग्रेड के लिए अपने पास। मुझे एक नई राइफल भी मिली थी, आयरन स्काउट। 44 की डैमेज है इसकी, 56, 33, 37। ये अपग्रेड के लिए है वैसे। अपग्रेड करने के बाद कितना हो जाएगा ये नहीं पता चल रहा। 49। इसमें क्या मिला है? करने के लिए होगा तो पहले चलते हैं न्यू स्मिथ के पास।
Backed by the Banishers, Helen Priest dethroned Captain Pennington. Dark truths were unearthed. Some secrets remain buried. The survivors must now set aside old sins and build themselves lives worth living. But can Helen Priest lead them into the future, chained as she is to her past?
I get the feeling folk are preparing to leave.
Where are you? Where have you gone? What news from the woods? Is anyone alive?
No news yet on that front.
Then I'll ask you to keep looking.
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I'm busy. Find them yourself.
I'm not asking you to do anything. I just need information. I may have some to share in return. So, I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
You just can't leave a scab unpicked, can you? Especially if it's not your own.
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace person have found it?
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished. No one ever saw her again.
Grace Pennington? As in Captain Saul Pennington?
What happened to Grace?
I don't know that either. There had been strife with her father. Then she was gone. And the captain spoke of her no more.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
Could Grace have survived alone out here in the woods?
Possibly. But could she remain unseen? No. All thought she'd left New Eden. Gone west, perhaps into the wilds.
Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me. We done.
One more question. Did the school teacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods, trying to understand New Eden, she said. Now that you mention it, I remember a snowstorm. She spent 3 days in a hut not far from here. Southeast, across the drawbridge, along the path towards the mine. If it's still there. We met...
Helen about Grease Pennington. Optional है तो.
Just our luck that when we need Seeker the most, she disappears.
क्या पता
I still don't
सीकर ही
understand
उसकी
why the
बेटी हो.
ritual failed.
ये शायद
Let's
ग्रेस
just find the
पेनिंगटन
hut.
वही हो सकता है. एक मिनट पहले देख तो लो कहाँ पर है. अच्छा यहाँ पर जाना है. ये तो ऑप्शनल है यार, इधर जाना सही है नहीं है. चलो छोड़ो, पहले सीधा ही चलता हूँ.
Oh, they do look annoyed.
यहाँ पे कैबिन किस साइड जाना है अपने को. यहाँ पे कट है, आगे जाके कट है एक.
Symbols. The hut may be near. I sense magic. Could Seeker be here?
Faded with age. Hard to know what it was for.
साइड है शायद जो. इसको पहले डिस्ट्रॉय करना पड़ेगा.
join in too?
इधर तो कुछ भी नहीं है।
Away with you!
कुछ है। अच्छा यहाँ पे बॉक्स है ना। अबे यहाँ से ऑप्शन नहीं जाने के लिए। इधर भी एक ऑप्शन कुछ है यार। पिछली बार मैंने ध्यान नहीं दिया था।
This can't be a coincidence. Could Grace be Seeker?
मुझे भी यही लग रहा है, ग्रेस ही सीकर है।
Dusty. Seeker hasn't been here for a long time.
Anyone home?
Dropped off a letter, Deborah.
Right there. Fall from grace.
That's not funny, and neither is this.
Aye. Fair enough. Deborah knew about this place.
Focus on the matter at hand, Red.
I am. Fine wardrobe for a youngster.
They're rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye.
More demonology. Unusual for a witch. These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell. Seeker drew this. Now we know. She's in the mountains. There's a ritual of dissimulation, and we need the catalyst. Same circle as the one on the entrance. The circle powers the door, but I don't know the symbol. I don't know it, but I think Lammy might. We did well to come here. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell, and Lammy Haskell will help us with that.
Sure.
लैमी को पता हो सकता है क्योंकि वो पढ़ा लिखा आदमी है भाई, लैमी तो अपना।
Whatever it is, out with it.
Now what I say is worth listening to.
Only when it doesn't slow us down.
You're in an awful hurry. We need to get this right. We cannot afford to fail.
We won't fail if you stop dragging your feet.
डिमोनोलॉजी में ये बंदा है पीएचडी होल्डर लेमी.
No governor, no meeting house. And it seems, no faith.
पर है क्या? शायद यहाँ पर है.
We need to make a note
पर है ऊपर.
about
My friends, it's been so long. I was starting to think you'd forgotten me.
Aye, we've been busy.
And what have you been doing all this time, friend Haskell?
I've been writing a speech, a discourse constructed to elevate our sadly sunken spirits. Unfortunately, I am struggling to finish it.
How very Lammy Haskell of you.
I need an ending, a high note on which to finish. I was thinking of talking about you. Would you permit it?
People don't always trust Banishers. Perhaps speak of courage. But,
This comes to you so easily.
well, I've led men to war. And fearful men need words of courage.
Well put. I shall take it as inspiration as I return to my writing. With the added spice of your profound wisdom, I have faith that this speech will bring much succour to the company. Oh, what remains of it?
We found a page ripped from a book. Here, do you recognise it?
Let me see. Is this from the Trismegistus riddles? Yes, it seems to be. Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you'd given another ritual to another friend?
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals, and that's what I've done. Not done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
It had to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared. Which makes sense now that I think of it.
That's it? You never again tried to find your best friend, your only friend.
Well, you see, some weeks later, the first whispers of witchcraft started to fly about town. I kept my head down, and Grace was better off out of it. I was right. And I'm glad she escaped. Strange to think of her again after so long.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. Sounds like a title, like my True Pursuer. This Seeker... Is she Grace? Is she alive?
We think she's Grace. We hope she's still alive.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulation spell.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with the salient facts.
How does the ritual work?
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Trismegistus riddles do have a simple elegance.
The short version, please, ending with how we break it.
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Grace Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book and... Oh my.
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo. In the void.
That's just great. Just great.
Yes, but in my defence, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in the park. Comparatively speaking. Could you tell...
Man.
कुछ है क्या है, मैं देख लेता हूँ। वाइड में जाना पड़ेगा अब तो।
Come on then. Talk to me. Don't hold back.
You act as though all is well. As though I had not died. I'm dead. And I'm not all right. I'm not all right at all. But you pretend not to see it. That makes me angry. And it makes me sad.
I never wanted that.
I know. But it still felt that way.
ट्रैवल नहीं कर सकते मतलब दिक्कत हो गई यार। इधर जाना पड़ेगा इतनी दूर। ट्रैवल कर सकता हूँ, ऐसा थोड़ी है। मैं फिर ट्राई करता हूँ। कर सकता। ये बात कर रहे थे इसलिए ट्रैवल नहीं हो पा रहा था। स्पेक्टर वेब है तो अपने को जाना है वाइड में। वाइड तो अंदर होगा विंड मिल के नीचे। स्पेक्ट्रल वेपन रखा है यहाँ पे।
Still no ghostly spectral spiders hiding away in there, no? Good.
The roots won't remain visible for long after I take the heart. Be quick.
Teamwork.
तो दो ही थे बस। हम नीचे Avoid traveling.
Okay, shite. Look, I couldn't talk about it.
Couldn't talk about what?
You accused me of pretending not to see that you're dead.
That's how I feel, Red. You have to accept it.
I couldn't face your death. I admit that. Your death left me desolate. I knew in my heart that it should have been me. Then you came back. I snatched at the chance to undo what'd been done. I don't wish to deny your pain. No. I've just tried to deal with mine.
Wow. That's... I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for your honesty.
You bastard!
किधर गलत आगे लगता है। सेट्स ऑप्शन नहीं है तो इधर से होगा। ऐसे है ना इधर से।
Get back up!
I'm right here, you know.
Our book isn't here.
Our book might be up there.
I might need some help.
I might be able to give it. Not quite the right alignment.
Almost looks like Lami's stuff, only more scattered.
Even with the void shifting, the book should be around here somewhere.
Got it. That seemed a little too easy.
We have the symbol we need. Let's go back to the mountain and find her hiding place.
इसकी आवाज है ये।
Did you hear that?
First things first, Red.
Hey! Get back here now! That thing moves like a shot.
This isn't over yet. It's up to no good.
Reinforcements!
Think you could take on a ghost?
Got another trick up your sleeve!
Fancy a race? I'm right here.
Enough with the damn crows! Hey! Get back here now!
Now the fight's getting interesting.
वो औरत की जो आवाज है पता नहीं किसकी थी। माइन है क्या ये? एक मिनट देखता हूँ कहाँ पर मैं। अच्छा ये मैं सोच रहा वही वाला माइन है, वो माइन नहीं है ये दूसरा माइन है। देखता हूँ मैं सही जा रहा हूँ नहीं जा रहा हूँ। आगे ही जाना है यार, इतने दूर भागते भागते जाओ, यही दिक्कत है इसमें। देखे 4 आ रहा है। हाँ, ऊपर ही जाना है ना अपने को, तो आने दो भाई, बड़ा धीरे धीरे आ रहा है यार। सही जगह पर हूँ या नहीं? सही जगह पर हूँ यार, पर इधर कहीं जाना है। ये अंडरग्राउंड लोकेशन है। पे है ना, रस्सी बंदी हुई है, ये होगा शायद।
This is it. Seeker is behind this wall. Let the veil of unknowing be lifted. Let us see through the eyes of Grace Pennington.
ये रास्ता कहाँ ले जाएगा? ये कहीं और ले जाएगा, बाद में जाएंगे यार, पहले इधर ही चलते हैं। मेन मिशन पे ध्यान दिया जाए पहले।
Ceridian?
You're surprisingly slow, even for a Banisher. You're late. Or early.
At last we find you.
Missed me that much, did you? You could have hurried. You always think you have more time, and suddenly you don't.
It wasn't in vain. We have come far and learned much.
I hope so. But don't think you have it all figured out. You're still Banishers, after all.
We are indeed, Grace.
So,
यही ग्रेस पेनिंगटन है। Toto, you knew Deborah?
When asked if you'd known Deborah Comenius, you denied it. Why?
Seeker never met Deborah. Grace did. I am no longer Grace, and I don't like to speak for her. Deborah was Grace's teacher. She encouraged her to be herself, to become who I am now. They did not know one another, but without Deborah, I'd have never met Ceridian. And with Ceridian, my entire life changed. Deborah suffered terribly, and the fate she met was exactly the fate I fled. I accept it now. I accept it all. Ceridian has left a hollow, and I am called to fill it. I accept. I am ready for my role in this world. Are you ready for yours?
The time has come for us to go back to New Eden and face the nightmare.
Yes. Balance must be restored. You must face your fate and end the curse.
Ceridian said the only way back was through the void, but the pond seems broken. We need your help.
Of course you do.
We're listening.
Remember Ceridian's words. If you were to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
We've never been stronger.
This void breach is not like the others. This one leaks. This one sits at the rotten core of the entire region. You must leave whatever still burns in your hearts at the threshold. If you don't, the void will kill you.
Do you know where in New Eden Town the void shall lead us?
The trick is to focus on your happiest memories and let them take you there. At least that's how it's always worked for me.
We'll try.
And when at last you succeed, I too shall return to New Eden Town. I shall see you there.
We looked for you everywhere. Why did you leave the Maya marshes?
I needed time, silence, my own space.
Hidden away behind Lammy Haskell's dissimulation spell.
Oh, you know about that. It held a full 7 years. Isn't that impressive? This is the place where I embrace solitude. This is where I made it a strength.
Did Ceridian find you here?
Not physically. I dreamed of her.
Quite the thing.
I suppose so. At the time, I was more focused on the fun I'd had getting to the island.
Also,
Our first dance. I admit I ran away, but we have danced many times since then. Old Mosshead, Ceridian and me.
You learned magic by yourself?
Not really. Not at all. First, they say you must look out for the quiet kids. But I did not learn.
Lammy was relieved to hear you're well.
he talked about paying you a visit.
When I was exiled, he was the only one who'd help. Sweet boy. But now is not the time for visitors. Later, perhaps. Later, when...
The boy...
काम की चीजें खरीदने को या नहीं, इसका डैमेज बहुत कम है। ये भी बहुत कम है यार, पर ये सब काम की चीजें हैं। 1000 का है, वाह। ले एक ही खरीद लेते हैं। सोल शॉर्ड।
Bring... I know it...
Thank you.
Welcome.
और विश स्टोन चाहिए जिससे काम बन सकता है ये।
What's that?
That is not your concern.
एक बॉक्स है, शायद कोई तगड़ी चीज मिल जाए इसमें। हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ बेकार ही मिलता है।
I like your new place a lot better than the old one.
I was a different person then.
This will be useful.
Fascinating.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't.
She's the custodian now. May she have all the wisdom of her mentor and more.
I wish I had half the wisdom of mine.
You're not as stupid as you sound. You'll be fine.
तो गाइस इस एपिसोड को यहीं खत्म करते हैं, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट एपिसोड में।